Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we have such an exciting show as we're making a recipe from the beautiful region of Galicia, which is famously known for their lush green landscapes, but most importantly for their historic cathedral in Santiago de Compostela. We're talking huevos a la gallega. This dish is basically potatoes that you cut into thick rounds and boil in salted water until they're just al dente. Then you top them off with some hard-boiled eggs, and finally you finish it off with some sweet smoked Spanish paprika and extra virgin olive oil, taking this to the next level of goodness. Folks, we're talking easy to make, a ton of great flavors, and the best part, done in just 30 minutes. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to add in 6 large eggs into a saucepan and fill it with some water, just enough to barely cover the eggs. And we'll heat it with a high heat. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the saucepan and turn off the heat. And we're going to leave our eggs to sit there for exactly 10 minutes to end up with perfectly hard-boiled eggs. In the meantime, let's start prepping the potatoes. I'm going to start by cutting 2 medium-sized potatoes that have already been peeled, washed, and patted dry, each one to rounds that are half an inch thick, which is about 1.25 centimeters. Important to use potatoes here that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as they hold their shape better when they're boiled. I'm using Yukon Golds, but you can also use new potatoes, Golden Delight, or even red potatoes. Then we'll add the sliced potatoes into a stock pot, and you want to make sure they're on a flat layer. And fill it with some water, once again just enough to barely cover the ingredients. Then we'll season generously with sea salt. Add in 1 bay leaf and turn it up to a high heat. While potatoes are cooking, let's move back to the eggs. After letting them sit there for exactly 10 minutes and they're perfectly hard-boiled, we'll transfer them into a bowl with some iced water. This is not only going to stop the eggs from cooking, but it's going to bring them to room temperature. After a couple minutes and the eggs are cool enough to handle, we'll gently peel them. And as you know, I like to do this over the bowl with the iced water, as each time you dunk the egg in there, it makes it easier to remove the peel. And then we'll vertically cut each egg into 3 evenly sized pieces. Alright, let's move back to the potatoes. About 15 to 20 minutes after turning on the heat, they should just be cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick, and if it easily goes in there, but with some resistance, they are ready to go. You kind of want them al dente. If you overcook them, they're going to start to break apart. At this point, I'm going to gently remove the potatoes from the stock pot and transfer them into a dish with paper towels. To assemble our dish, we'll add in some of the sliced potatoes over a serving plate, and you want to make sure they're on a flat layer. And season them with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper and a kiss of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. Then we'll top each one off with a slice of hard-boiled egg. And once again, season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And another kiss of sweet smoked Spanish paprika. And for the final touch, we'll drizzle it with a good quality extra virgin olive oil. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. And some chopped chives. Check it out, our huevos a la gallega are done. easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in just 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, huevos a la gallega, almost too pretty to eat. This I cannot wait to try. Here we go. Check that out. That's a double. Another dish where less is more and the simple things are the best things. As we have two of the most basic ingredients, we're talking eggs and potatoes. We got such a fabulous dish. Potatoes are beautifully cooked, they kept their shape. The eggs take this to the next level. And of course the paprika and the olive oil round out for the perfect balance. Easy to make, give it a try at home. Either as a tapas appetizer, as a side dish, or even for breakfast. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Tom Pagano, Maria, and Karen Reynolds. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.